welcome to the Country Castle and welcome to my channel. We are just taking it slow on this cold February day. February is kind of a rough month. We did all of the celebrations with Valentine's. I've been taking our decor down slowly, and we just are so antsy to be outside and be in the summertime again. And so we've been looking forward to that. I feel like when we feel cooped up inside, I start to do more homemaking things, kind of go deeper, like pressing my ironing pile that I haven't done in a while, pressing my aprons, things like that, because we're just kind of bored and we're trying to do the indoor things and occupy our time. I also wanted to share with you that I don't really have a consistent cleaning list other than the needs that need to be met every day, which is laundry and dishes and picking up the house. But as far as like the other chores that need to be done, I will just be honest with you. I don't do a list because I don't want to feel like I'm being held to a certain schedule every day, and if I didn't get it done, that I feel like I'm behind. I really try to give myself flexibility. When a chore needs to get done, that is when I do it, and I'm not sure what day that's going to be. We just really try to keep the flow of Sophia and her nap time. I really try to keep myself available to play with my kids. And I've spoken about this before, a happy home where I am fully present and aware of my children and their needs is way more important than the home being perfectly clean. So definitely give yourself a break from feeling like you have to have everything clean and just be in the moment with your children. Been experiencing so many new followers, and I just wanted to introduce myself. Welcome. Thank you for following me. I am Sarah. I have 8 children and I live in a 1905 Victorian house, and we just love living in this old home. We love the character, the charm that comes with living in an old home, and the unique opportunity it is to own such a beautiful piece of history is something that we feel very proud of, and we treasure it. In fact, we reside on a board of historic preservation committee of our city, and we are very passionate about preserving old homes, getting them on the register so that they are protected, and writing grants to get more buildings in restoration, really preserving history in our small town. So if you love old homes as well, I highly recommend that you find those committees in your town so that these beautiful homes can be preserved, because we would not be standing here in this kitchen today had it not been for people who love history and wanted to preserve our home. It easily was going to be something that would have been taken down as well. So we are so grateful for this house. Come along on our journey in this home and raising 8 kids. It's a lot, and I'm cooking a lot, so a lot of what I share is baking, cooking, cleaning, everything that goes with being a mom of so many children. I have dedicated myself to just being in the home, and I am fortunate that I am able to do so, and I know that's not the case for everyone, but we all do the best we can, and I know that is felt by our children as well, so it's just important on where your heart is. I had this idea, I had this idea to make my sourdough cinnamon rolls, but do a strawberry filled filling with custard on the top. I've seen some version of this, and I was hoping that maybe I can recreate this with my cinnamon rolls, because I think that I have the best cinnamon roll recipe. It's a sourdough, it's on my blog. I am going to be making that today. Thank you for coming along, and I hope that you enjoy this video. I have spoken about this in previous videos, that the best way to get your sourdough baking going is to start it the night before. That way your first rise is happening while you sleep. So by the next day, you are really getting your dough ready for the second rise. This is my sourdough cinnamon roll dough. It is ready to roll out, to put the filling in, and then cut it up for the second rise, and that is the rise that you do just before you bake. I'm also going to be adding a raspberry filling that I'm going to just melt some butter and raspberry jam together. I am making this up as I go, so I think it's going to turn out pretty good. I don't see how it couldn't. I also feel like that's another fun thing about the kitchen, is just trying something new, because you might just discover something that's amazing that you can do over and over again. Don't be afraid to try new things and to just go off of the recipe and see how it works out. Lately, we have been getting a lot of snow. We are definitely far away from spring where we live, and so I feel like baking is a way for us to kind of lift our spirits. It's also something for me to do. Come spring and summer, I am outside all the time, working in my yard and my garden, growing and harvesting food. And so in the winter is when I do probably my most baking. In fact, I have gone 2 or 3 months without even touching my sourdough start. It really is a time and season for me. Sometimes I'm baking more, and sometimes we're eating less baked goods. It just kind of depends on the season for us and what we're in the mood for. I am just winging this as I go. I've never tried this before, and I've also never made custard before. So it's a new first for me. It's been fun to experiment and try doing different things with my recipes. It's also fun to bake the kids a really warm treat. Usually I will make them some hot cocoa that I sweeten with coconut sugar to go along with it, especially when they have been playing out in the snow or they've been walking home from school. There is nothing more comforting than a warm baked good and a hot cup of cocoa. I did not used to be so adventurous in the kitchen. I used to feel very overwhelmed by baking and cooking and just thinking that it is a skill that you must be born with. And it's not. It definitely is something that you acquire with practice, just like anything. Today, making homemade custard, which I cannot believe I've never made before. It was not nearly as hard as I thought it would be, and now I know how to make custard, and I will be making it over and over again because it was so delicious and we all loved it. I'm going to fill the last of these cinnamon rolls and get them baking in the oven, and while they are baking, I'm going to clean up my mess and I'm going to prep for dinner. Remember, a really good habit as a homemaker is to clean as you go, and you will be able to cook and bake so much food through the day because your messes are always taken care of and clean. I had to video this moment with Sophie because she learned how to put the cut up potatoes into the pot of water because she is a baby genius and I love her so much. I really loved taking this day slow, and I intentionally do have my days where I really don't schedule myself a whole lot, and I love just being able to stay home, not rush, bake a home-cooked sweets for my children, and cook a delicious home-cooked meal for them as well. The cinnamon rolls turned out so delicious. I did put a little bit of foil on top during the baking process so that it wouldn't get too brown with the custard, but oh my gosh, the family loved these. It was such a beautiful take on a cinnamon roll, very easy to do, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you intentionally slow down and bake something for your family and just choose to live in the moment and just live a good life. And I will see you in the next video.